Good morning. We are coming to you from inside our 2022 New Camp Cirrus 820 truck camper. We have an update for you regarding our Alde heating boiler hot water system. If you recall, I'll put a link somewhere to our original video of the original issue we're having with our Alde Compact 3020. Do you we'll just recap very briefly what was going on there.
Right. So we had left Florida several months ago, and what's been probably 5 or 6 weeks ago that this happened.
Yeah.
So I'd walked outside the camper, and on the driver's side, water was dripping at a pretty good rate from under the pickup box onto the ground, which I thought was odd since it was hot and dry and hadn't rained for a week. So I knew there was something going on because obviously something had got through the camper, through the box on the ground. So I came in here. My first thought was the water system, which is under here, and the heating system. And I was concerned because all our electronics, like not all electronics, but the inverter and everything is in this box, and all is next to here. Lifted this seat up, and the floor was soaking wet all the way through, and water was spraying out of this area, like from this seam coming out of here. And for those that aren't familiar with the Alde, we usually brag about this system, and still do. In fact, like the day before, I think we did a video about how amazing this system was because we were in some cold weather.
Right.
It's a really good. It's a glycol. It's got a glycol heating system that's all enclosed in here. So the whole camper is this enclosed glycol system. It's an amazing, efficient, and silent way to heat the camper. But it also, a cold water line runs into it, gets heated, and when you turn the hot water on, that's where you get your hot water. So it's like basically two systems inside one, the way I understand it. And I'm definitely far from an expert in any of this, but I've learned more than I ever wanted to since it quit working. So we didn't know what was going on. Water's leaking out, turned everything off, and a long story short is after some phone calls I made with Truma, which is the parent company of Alde and New Camp, who built the camper, everyone said that we should be able to use the heating system on its own, which we found out we could, and we did. So after a couple cold weeks of being afraid to use it, we started using just the heating system. Everything works fine, still does. They thought we should be able to use our cold water system, just never turn on the hot. And when we were plugged into water, like at a campground plugged into the water system, we were able to run cold water only, and it worked fine, no issues, just no hot water, obviously. However, when we turned the water pump on when we weren't connected, the pump would never prime, and we noticed after using it once that there was a little bit of we would check this 2 or 3 times a day. We lift the lid to see if water leaked somehow, and after we'd been running the pump for a bit, we noticed some water had seeped out and was down in the bottom again. So we were concerned that maybe something about the pump and it won't prime, that water is somehow leaking into it, and we just don't want to mess with it. We're going to be in Newport, Oregon, and we found out there was a Truma certified technician at the South Beach. What's it called?
South Beach Marine and RV.
We had just finished up our appointment recently. After talking to them, we made some decisions on what we were going to do and what we decided not to do and what to do. I was suspicious. Well, I suspected that if there was a shutoff valve where I could shut the water off between the water tank and here, where the where the cold water goes in, that would eliminate our issue. And I believe that probably because there's air in the line and a leak, that's why the pump wouldn't prime. So when we talked to the technician at the RV dealer, the big issue, and we kind of suspected this, is like I had taken all this off. Is the only thing I could see to remove to see if I could see anything. You can't see anything under here. So the technician said they would have to disconnect everything here, remove this whole system, take it apart to see what the issue was, to see if it was just a broken connection, which was probably more than likely what it was. they could order the parts, but it sounds like you don't know. It can be tricky to get those, like maybe a week or two at the quickest. And we can't just leave the RV somewhere, so we still have to live in it. So we we didn't want to have them remove all this, diagnose it, put it all back in, so we can live in it while we order parts, and then have to find an opening because they're busy. It's summertime to get an opening to actually do the work on it. Have to put it all back together, then come back again, take it all apart, fix it, put it back together. So we decided to see if we could solve the problem of if we could just run cold water while we're not plugged into water and use the pump, we could be just fine, just cold showers and cold water only. Not a huge deal. Not ideal, but not a huge deal. Until we can get back to Florida, have time where we can take the camper off the truck, drop the camper off somewhere, have it fixed, or whatever we decide to do. I might try to replace it myself. I don't know. Haven't decided. I asked the tech, I said, is there any way that we could put either cap the cold water, because this is the cold water that goes in to the system and then it comes out hot here. I asked him if we could either plug that or put a valve in it to turn it off. That way we can run the pump and that might prime it. And even if it didn't prime it, we could still use it. But no water could actually get into the system to leak and cause any more issues. So he looked at it, and it's pretty hard to access here, but we traced the line back over to here, and this is the same line that goes, this is the cold water line that goes into the Alde system. So he installed this shutoff valve on it, and as soon as he did that, we turned the pump on.
You pressurize the pump.
It's all primed. Everything works good. So that was a long way of saying that all we've done to fix the system was to put a valve in there, shut the water off that goes into the system. So the bottom line is we can use the system for everything except hot water. And that's going to get us by until we get back to Florida. Yeah,
because what we'd been doing, because we have not been hooked up to city water very frequently recently, we've been using a lot of jugs and bottled water to
I'm the faucet.
Yeah.
Faster, slower.
We're happy to get rid of the bottles. We're celebrating that we now have a working water pump that actually turns on and off. We just don't have hot water. And honestly, the first van we had for 3 years, we never used the hot water in that because it took too long to get hot. So this is nothing new for us. This is
cold showers are invigorating.
Not a big deal.
And fast. But this, it was, the bottled water was, we bought a big 5-gallon jug with a spigot. We kept that in the sink. We put it on the counter. That's how we did dishes. That's how we did pretty much everything. So we've been doing that for a month.
Yeah, over a month.
So it's like when you have to deal with that, going to a system that works just on hot water is like, this is amazing.
Definitely an upgrade.
Makes you appreciate things.
So bottom line is we haven't diagnosed the issue, nor have we fixed the issue. But we found an adequate bypass that will get us back to Florida this winter, and then we will address whatever might be happening with the Alde. So that's what's going on now.
So hopefully someone out there if you have an issue with your Alde system, you click on this video, you learn from what we did, and you can continue down the road and not have to wash your hair with 16 ounces of bottled water.
Now, again, this is a 2022 New Camp Cirrus 820 truck camper. Other versions of this system may have a shutoff installed already, which would be fantastic. But ours did not. So that's our workaround for now.
Right. We had talked to the builder, New Camp, and they said to try turning the hot water off out of the Nautilus system, which is where our drain valves and intake for water and is all located. And there's a hot water shutoff valve, but that's basically just for
to
winterizing the camper.
So it's actually an intake for antifreeze, which is why it wasn't shutting off that line, didn't close the line. It was bringing air in. So
and I did some reading, and it does appear that some of the newer versions actually did install a shutoff valve somewhere in the system. So
And I think the tech confirmed that too.
Right. So if you know anything about this Alde system, have some advice, repair person in Florida.
We're all ears.
Or if you have like a refurbished one you want to send to us.
Yeah, or a wrecked RV and there's a new-ish Alde 3020 in there.
Because that's the issue is, I mean, I wouldn't want to try to take this out, repair it, and reinstall it. So I'm going to have to pay someone to do that. I don't know what that's going to cost for all the labor, because that's going to be a job.
Just a diagnose.
Because it looks like it's all, I mean, sealed.
It's one sealed unit, yeah.
So I do believe I could buy a new unit and plug and play and install it. So I'll have to weigh out the cost of spending a bunch of money to fix this one, hoping it doesn't break again, or maybe buying an upgraded version and reinstalling that.
Lots to consider. Any
I
advice?
still love the system though.
Oh, I do too. Yeah, this is great. Aside from that, we're on the Oregon coast at the moment, but we've been zipping around and zooming around and basically on our grand visiting tour. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. We'll be heading back to Florida by way of Montana here in a short bit. And it'll probably take a couple months to get back there. So we'll just see you down the road somewhere. Carry on.
Carry on.